بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم
Salam alaikum. Mujahideen and civilians stats: 7 villages and 44 vehicles were destroyed by the enemy. 182 civilians were wounded, whereas 216 civilians were martyred. 182 Mujahideen were wounded, and 132 Mujahideen were martyred. Enemy stats: 671 of enemy's military vehicles and tanks were destroyed by the Mujahideen. 548 puppets were wounded, and 1,557 puppets were killed. 485 invaders were wounded, and 1,294 invader terrorists were sent to hell. Number of operations this month: martyrdom-seeking operations were 17, among 623 total number of operations. Enemy's aircraft's destruction: 13 enemy's aircrafts were shot down by the Mujahideen. Official statement of the Islamic Emirate of Afghanistan: the Afghans should not boost up the invaders' project with their votes. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. The constant setbacks and defeats of the invading alliance, under the leadership of USA, in both military and other fields, their retreats, the historical victories of Mujahideen in Helmand, and other parts of the country in recent days, the resistance of Mujahideen, all in all contributed to dealing a crushing blow at the military might, vanity and arrogance of America and Britain. They will not embark on extensive military operations as easily as they used to. The American and British public closely followed the developments on field. The authorities of these countries had assured them that they would certainly break the Taliban's power and create a peaceful and conducive atmosphere to conduct the elections. They did not achieve this objective. Contrarily, they faced tremendous casualties in this short period of time, which has no precedence in the whole year. The American and British authorities and their alliance have lost their credit with their people because all their exaggerations, bragging, and slogans did not prove to hold water. Now they want to compensate for their fiasco by raising slogans and expectations about the coming elections to be held in August. The Afghans, and all the public of the world know that political process conducted in an atmosphere of occupation, oppression, and on the order of America and her allies, does not reflect the needs of the Afghans, nor it realizes their aspirations. Never will emerge the personalities after elections who will be loyal to vital interests and values of the Afghans, or ever they will bring about a system which will be acceptable to the Afghans. The Afghans tested the consequences of the elections 4 years ago. They saw the so-called transparency and results of the elections. They cast a minuscule number of ballots from among the 30 million Afghan votes. They vastly rigged the votes and brought about an administration which worked more as espionage agency for Americans to massacre and torture the people. They destroyed many Afghan villages and houses with the aerial coordination given by them. They filled the prisons with people and trampled on the Islamic and Afghan values. They played a part in the reinforcement of thousands of foreign troops who flooded into our country. Immorality spread in their reign, and they resorted to every way and means to mislead the new Afghan generation. The Americans are trying to throw dust into the eyes of the Afghans once again. They want to give power to the characters already tested by the people and want them to rule over the fate of the Afghans once again. They want the Afghans to land in the swamp of bloodbath for some more years. The Islamic Emirate of Afghanistan considers the current political drama a sacrilege to the genuine Islamic and national Afghan aspirations. Islamic Emirate of Afghanistan urges the Afghans to stop nurturing any hope for any prosperity and good that may come as a result of this election, and should prevent the process from being accomplished. They should avoid casting their votes, and should not strengthen the ranks of the infidels, their mischief, and the invaders who have invaded our land. Finally, they should not go to the centers, which will be targeted by the mujahideen.